Hi, this is Bob for Bob's Movie Reviews. Today I'd like to review a movie for you today that I saw in theaters called Evil Dead. This is a remake of the 1981 version of the film also called Evil Dead. Before I get into this, I just want to let you know that this movie is pretty gory and gross, so it's probably not for everybody. Now, I had never seen the original Evil Dead. I thought I had, but what I had actually seen is Bruce Campbell versus the Army of Darkness. This is the only film that I have seen, and it's been quite a few years since I've seen this one, and I really didn't know what the relation was. IMDb lists this as the sequel, so I'm not positive if that's right or not. From what I remember, the tone of this was kind of out there, kind of funny. You know, this guy's got like a chainsaw for a hand, and he goes back in time and he's fighting all these weird things, and I don't remember exactly, but I was like, okay, so that's kind of what I thought I would be going into on the new Evil Dead, but I would not call it like that at all. So let's just get a few details about this one. It did just recently come out, April 5th, I believe, and it's actually getting pretty good ratings. IMDb users have given it a 7.4 out of 10. Now, one thing is, I don't ever give theater reviews a score. I wait till I review the DVD or Blu-ray. I just kind of tell you if I liked it or not. So this movie is rated R and a 91-minute runtime. I don't think I recognized anyone from the cast, so I just won't even go over that. So what the movie is about is the one girl is addicted to cocaine, I believe it is, and she gets like all her friends and her brother, who's been away for many years and left her with all the problems, and that's probably why she's now addicted to cocaine, dealing with her sick mother and whatnot, and her mother dying. And so she's like, he doesn't know, but she OD'd once and died, and they had to bring her back to life, and she tried to quit once before and it didn't work, and so now they're going out to this secluded cabin to try to rehab her, basically, on their own. Now, the original one, if I could just read the description real quick: 5 friends travel to a cabin in the woods where they unknowingly release flesh-possessing demons. So, okay, 5 friends. I believe there were her brother, his girlfriend, another girl that was their friend, a guy that was her friend, and the girl. So, again, 5 people going to a cabin in the woods, so they're pretty good so far. Now, they end up having this, like, terrible smell, and they go down there, and I'm not going to go over what they find, but basically they find what was done in the first scene in the movie, which is some weird ritual. And so, there's a book. Now, I'm pretty sure this book was in the Bruce Campbell movie, and I'm pretty sure it was in the Evil Dead. If I can find a picture of them, I remember they had those Evil Dead special edition DVDs where they look like skin, because this book or whatever is supposed to be like wrapped in skin or made out of skin or something to make it even more evil. And so sorry. So they the one of them finds the book, and they don't want anything to do with it. But the one guy, of course, that's a little predictable. Of course, he has to open it, and they've even like crossed out everything so you can't read it. And he's like, "I'll just put a piece of paper on there and rub it on, and it'll come right off." And even though it's like, "Do not read," you know, all this bad stuff's gonna happen. He's just like, he has to read it. So of course, what happens? Some sort of, I don't even know what it was. Something possesses one of them, I think, is what happens, and it's really gross. It comes out of this girl's mouth, and it looks like she's like vomiting oil or something gross, and then it like turns into vines, like or branches, or some sort of sticks, and like I don't even want to say where it goes because I don't want to think about it, but it goes somewhere pretty bad. And then basically everything starts happening terrible from there because they're possessed by whatever. I don't even know. And some really, really messed up stuff starts happening. and it gets really, really gory and just like gross, I would say. I asked the guy before we went in if it was scary, and he said no, it was gross, and I would say he's right. I mean, there's like this one scene where she like vomits blood all over this other girl, and then like you see like chunks in her hair, she was vomiting blood. Did it have to have food in it as well? You know, it was kind of, and there was actually a point where I kind of felt uncomfortable just by the amount of stuff that was happening. Just like my stomach kind of hurt, and I was really uncomfortable. And you know, I can kind of get a little bit squeamish around the gore, though. So that's me personally. If it's not a problem for you, then you know you'd be okay. But I also felt like some of the stuff really didn't look like I imagined it would look. Like they were just trying to make it more gory. Like if a person's arm got cut off, like it wouldn't just spray like this fountain of blood everywhere. I wouldn't imagine. I've never seen anyone cut their own arm off, so I can't really say for sure. And one of the guys, both the guys really, they endure so much stuff. You're just like, there's no way. I mean, like one guy gets shot a bunch of times with a nail gun, shot in the arm from like a foot away with a shotgun. I don't know how she only hit him in the arm. He gets beat with a crowbar. He gets cut up with a razor. And then he's like, nothing even happened. He's just like, you know, it's like nothing even happened. The other guy, he's even worse. And so I like I said, I don't want to give away too many details, but the ending, at least, they didn't make it what you would think would end, because kind of what happens, you like think, oh, this will happen, and it it doesn't happen. But then I think what does happen really didn't make any sense to me, and I'm not going to give you any details. If you've seen it, and you probably know what I'm talking about. I'd really like to hear maybe your thoughts on what happened, you know, towards the end, and how you think it's even possible. Like, does it break the rules of the movie? Does it make any sense? So, what do I think? I don't think this is a great movie. The main girl, like, I don't know what her deal was. Like, she just gives these stupid faces, and like, I actually started laughing at some points. Not that the movie was funny or what was happening was funny, but that it's like the things she would do and the faces she would make. You're like, what's going on? She's like getting chased by a psycho demon, and she's like, you know, like, I don't know. I can't even replicate it, but it was just, it made me laugh. Another thing is they do use the double barrel shotgun, and there is a chainsaw on it. Like I said, I don't know if those are in the original Evil Dead, but you know, I think they did kind of try to play off some of the same stuff. I'm not sure if Bruce Campbell was involved on the new one. I know at the end it said his name, but it might have been just like based off a character played by or something like that. So, do I think you should go see this movie? I really think there's probably better movies out there to spend your money on. If you have like anything to do, like if you're like don't like blood or whatever, and there's one point where it's raining blood, and the whole everything is covered in blood, just blood, some like mutilating of human bodies and just lots of really messed up stuff. This is definitely stay away from this. If you can handle that, and you got to see this movie, it's not terrible. I definitely don't agree with a 7.4 out of 10, but I don't think it's terrible, and it might be one you'll enjoy. People I talked to said they liked it. I didn't care for it as much, and it's not one that I would definitely recommend running out and watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.